Hey everybody, this is Tom Painter. Thank you so much for watching and thank you for being part of our foundation and making a difference. I've got my good friend Joshua Ledesma on here. He and his wife did a big favor for me. As you know, I'm a big real estate investor. I was in meetings yesterday with, I'm still a very active investor. But a few years ago, I sold most of my real estate off, put it into the foundation and put it into different things so I could spend all my time in the foundation, which I'm doing. But I owned a lot of real estate up in Rexburg, Idaho, which is where there was one of the universities that I attended when I was in 1977, 1978. And years later, I owned a lot of real estate up there. And this gal down there by Josh and Audrey was my manager. She was my property manager, and she managed my properties for many, many years. And she found a deal, and she reached out to me and says, I found you a deal. I'd like you to, or to consider it. Now, I don't know if we'll do this or not, but I had Josh and Audrey go take a look at it. And so, Josh, Audrey, talk to us about this. Now, here's you're getting kind of thrown out in the deep end, but you had a chance to look at some property. Tell us what you found.
Awesome. So before I share that, Tom, I actually want to thank you for this experience because this is actually my first time looking into a property. So before, when my dad is looking into condo units in the Philippines, I really don't want to join. I'm not interested. But as I learn in the Success and Money Foundation, learn on how to do the bargain finder, real estate, investing, I got the interest on looking at properties. And as well as Tom said, investing, real estate is a good way to start and to grow your investments. So in this experience, this was yesterday. We actually live here in Rexburg, Idaho. It's the upper part of Utah in the United States. My wife is studying in BYU, Idaho. But here, this is actually like 10 minutes away from our house, which is pretty nice. So when Tom asked us to do this, I was really pumped up to check out the properties. So it's actually nice because the place where it is located. So it's actually located in here in Sugar City. And as you can see, our apartment is right down here, Eden Apartments. But the one thing that I really like is it's close to the temple. So um when you look into properties like if you want to buy a house or set up your business, it's nice to see your surroundings, the surroundings of that property. If there's Walmart, a supercenter, temple, church, or as you can see here, there's a bus service. So it's really nice to check out the surrounding of that property. So this is the real estate, the property that we're looking into. It's actually a three-bedroom units, and it's actually nice. It's developing, and they're still doing the construction of the land, doing some the clubhouse, doing the playground for kids and for dogs. So it's actually a good real estate. So inside the house, as you can see, it's a huge unit. There's kitchen, there's appliances, and a good flooring, and so on. So I actually have a video here where Jen um, toured us, Tom's friend. I'll share the video right here, and we checked the whole unit. It's a big unit. I'll share my sound real quick.
Several years ago, and this is just such a good deal because they're for sale right now for 350 with the agent.
Sorry, I
Property
was
management.
starting the video right here, right there.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
So Tom, this is my favorite one. So I thought I'm gonna call Tom. Yeah.
Oh wait, is it lagging? I'll share my screen again. Video file. Give me 1 sec. Right there.
My gosh, several years ago, and I get it without any real estate agent involved. If you have an investor,
Yeah.
if you have an investor, call them and let's make it work for you. So all the people I work with are the ones that have bought them so far.
Gotcha.
So Tom,
Amazing.
this is my favorite one, so I thought I'm gonna call Tom.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And so right there will actually be more buildings here, but the clubhouse is going to be right there, right where he'll be able to see it.
Mhm.
So nice for these guys can just walk out and go over to the
Yeah.
Mhm.
place. And these have not been cleaned yet, so I apologize. But the rest of it, and we need to get the blinds in. But you can turn the lights on, I think. There.
Oh.
Oh, yep. These rent so good. Like that's why I kept thinking, you know what, if they would just lower the price. And I'm like, kick your real estate agent out. I do this for a living. You know what I mean? So let's kick them out. Let me just go to my investors and see how many I can sell. Because I don't care about a commission. I'm not a real estate agent. I don't care. Like that's fantastic. So it's like a pantry, but not a pantry.
Wow.
And one other thing that I love about this building, and this is why it's my favorite, is this section right here, which we'll show you out the back. This will have the biggest yard, like the biggest green space.
Okay.
So I don't ever know how to work these.
Oh, there you go.
They're actually, see where those stakes are? They're actually going to put a little dog run. So the people who do have dogs,
Wow.
it will actually be a really good sized dog run for them.
Yeah.
And I can actually show you guys when you guys pull out over here. There's a dog run that's set up, so you can kind of see. Oh my gosh, that is really cool. Like the people, we're not like advertising pet friendly or anything. This building, we got to clean. Obviously, the cleaning.
Oh, the garage.
Yep, the garage is fantastic. If you look at it, it's like great size. If your car, you know, you're gonna have this much space, so people can put in their, what do we want to call it? Their like a fridge. If you wanted a fridge, all of these are in here as well. It's not for wash and dryer. This is actually this button.
Good.
Storage. Okay. The thing that I love about this is like if you're sharing a bedroom with tenants or like with tenants, like if two kids are sharing
Yeah.
and they want their own closet space or whatever, you can just throw it
Yeah.
right out here. So those are both closets. Both the rooms are good size.
Yeah, tons of storage.
I swear to you, I can't believe how much storage.
Oh my goodness, a lot of storage. Oh wow, it's huge.
It is. I love, love, love. I mean, we've got exercise equipment, all this stuff. It will be really, really.
Okay, and then one last video.
It's covered by the HOA. So the outside, the studs out. So let's say we have a horrific storm that the siding just blows off. It's covered under the HOA's insurance, not
Oh, okay. Yeah.
anything from the studs out are covered by the HOA. Anything studs in, he would cover, but it makes your insurance policy not be nearly as much. And if something happens on the exterior of the building, you call me up, the tenants tell me, and we'll get it fixed. So
Nice. So yeah, that's the unit. That's the properties that we checked out. It's really a fun experience checking it out. What I learned is that when you check the properties, you need to know the details, the important details, the surrounding, and yeah, it was a fun experience, Tom. Thank you.
So I had Josh go look at these properties for me because he lives there. And of course, there's a couple different rules in your real estate. One of the real estates is don't buy properties that's too far away from you. And unless you own enough of them that you've got a really good manager that can manage them for you, which I've done. I used to have 16 units up there that I owned for a decade probably. And so these are just some brand new units that are come on the market. Interesting, it's got a 3-bedroom, so the more, 1-bedrooms are harder to rent out than a 2. A 3-bedroom's even the best. It's got a garage, but you can see that they're compacting them in there because the cost of construction's gone up, real estate's gone up. But this is just one that we're looking at, and it's one of those properties that I'm interested. So I was so thrilled to have Josh and Audrey go look at it, and it's a great little building. So I'm familiar with this kind of a building. I've looked at lots of these kinds of buildings, and a lot of times when you buy real estate, it doesn't make an awful lot of sense the day you buy it, unless you can get a really good deal on it. It depends what you're trying to do. Are you trying to farm it or are you trying to flip it? There's 5 F's. Find a good deal, fund it, figure out your financing, fix whatever's wrong with it. Those are the first 3, and then you're either going to farm it or you're going to flip it. Those are the different things that you do as you're looking at it.
Oh yeah, that's my question, Tom. Are you gonna farm this apartment if you're planning to buy it?
If we buy it and it's nice long-term rental, we'll probably just farm it and rent it out. Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we'll keep you posted on this one, but it was fun. You got in there. Now you've got a bargain finder. You can start filling it out. You know how much they're worth. You know what the square footage is. Now, as you start looking at other properties, you've got something to compare it with. And so when you find a really good deal, you'll know if you're finding a good deal or not. So we got you through your door. You looked at your first properties. Now the goal is to keep doing that, to get that bargain finder pulled out there and start going through different properties. And every one of you, real estate, step number 6, habit number 6 is multiple streams of income. You need to take your small businesses and make them into large businesses, and you need real estate. All of you need some real estate, even if it's the home you live in. The governments of the world can't balance their budget. So what do? They're printing more money. As they print more money, assets go up in value. We appreciate it. I mean, I've made a fortune off of my real estate. I made $10 million in real estate. Why? Because I bought it many years ago. It doubled in value and all the loans got paid off. And guess who paid it off for me? Good debt, smart debt. Smart debt was I had individuals that rented those properties that paid them off for me. All I had to do was be the manager of it and be smart enough to buy it. Stupid debt is the when you put money on a credit card for something stupid and it doesn't pay it back, and you have to pay it back. So who's paying the debt? Well, the renters paid that debt for me. At the same time, they doubled in value, and so we made $10 million on it. That's how we did it. And that's how the foundation got funded, just like we're talking about. Anyway, we'll keep you posted on this as we continue to go down that road. Thanks, Josh. Thanks, Audrey. And we'll give you right back with our next section.